I am Revati, Assistant Professor, Department of EEE, SNS College of Technology. In this lecture series video of Fundamentals of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, today's topic is DC circuits, which includes conductor and resistor. So the basic recall about DC circuits are that is basically divided into three major parts, which is conductor, resistor, and store energy storage. So a conductor which is allow the charges to flow through it, it's create a path for the current. So the resistor which plays a major role in resisting or opposing the flow of current. Energy storage is inductance, capacitance, like an thing which helps to store the energy, which is comes under energy storage devices. So this is basically called as cric, which is CRIC. C is for conductor current flow, R for resistance, I for inductance, and C for capacitance. It is completely called as cric. So what are all the topic we are going to discuss about is why DC circuits, conductor, resistor, inductor, capacitor is important for electricity. What are all the basic fundamentals of these all compounds? This is basically called as a passive and active elements. So DC circuits terminologies. So transversal in real world application. So these are all the things which we are going to cover in this lecture video. So let us explore. So what is electricity? So that is that we all seen a large amount of towers which may carries a bulk amount of wiring systems and wires. So what are all the things are that is called as conductors, substation, station, generating stations, or a lot of things are in electricity. So basically what is electricity is a free flow of charges, free flow of electrons which flows through the conductor. It requires a conductor to flow through it. So that is called as electricity, which may flows from positive to negative terminal. So the flow of charges is in a active charges. So voltage, current, resistance, we all know that voltage is the potential difference across it which pushes the electricity charges to flow through the conductors. So current, we all know that current is a free flow of electrons. So resistance is in the flow of electrons, which is current is flowing through the conductor, which opposes or resist the flow of charges is called resistance. Nature of the current and Ohm's law. Ohm's law we have discussed in the last classes, last video. So Ohm's law, that's equal to V is equal to IR. We are all clear about it, right? So the conductor is a material that allows free flow of electrons or charges current due to the presence of free electrons. Examples of major types of conductors are copper conductors, aluminium, and silver conductor. These are all the high amount of These are having high amount of conductivity. So speaking about conductors, we all know that conductor, insulator, and semiconductors. So we know that conductor is a conductor which allows the charges to flow through it. Semiconductor is it's partially conduct and partially resist. Insulators are the category which resist the flow of charges. So the low resistance are allows current to flow easily. So that wet area have the low resistance path which allows human to get shock instantly. Role in DC circuits are provided a path for current. Ideally, it doesn't drop voltage significantly. So the resistor resists the flow of charges. It is measured in ohms. It resistance value identification include a resistor color coding chart, which may have a black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, gray, and white. These are all the color codes which may have a multiplier value, a band, and the tolerance capacity. So it is measured using ohms. It can be fixed or variable. Variable resistance is called as rheostat. So that may have a adjustable resistance which may you may set a resistance value itself in the devices. So role in DC circuit is the resistor plays a major role and limits the current flow of charges, divides voltage, so that is voltage division rule, protect sensitive components. So the inductor is a component that opposes changes in current due to its magnetic field. So inductor is basically known as a winding, a conductor which is winded in a core material or in any other slot materials, which is known as inductor. It is measured in Henry H. It acts as a storage device which is in a magnetic field. In DC steady state act as a short circuit. Rolls are smoothen current and filters, protect circuits from sudden current changes, used in energy storage and transient analysis. So these are all the types of windings and inductors: core winding, fertile core, iron core winding. Core winding is majorly in iron core, etc. So the capacitor is an energy storage devices. It stores energy which is used in the future use. So filters voltage fluctuation, storage energy for later use, couples AC signals while blocking DC in circuits. Capacitance is measured using farad, which is F. It acts as an open circuit. So there is a lot of types of capacitors are there: disc capacitor, flat capacitors, high voltage capacitors. So these are all the types of capacitors. So the resistor, capacitor, inductor chart is given below, whereas it reliable current safety, accurate resistance, and the pain points of the resistance, capacitor, and inductance are discussed in this slide. Empathizing phase. So in DC circuit, the compound and its unit are so electron that control, stores and oppose the flow of electric current. They form the building block of circuits and determine how voltage and current behaves. Conductors provide a path for current, whereas in capacitor stores energy in electric field, filters voltage. Resistance limits current, divides voltage, and inductor is energy stores energy in magnetic field, opposes changes in the current. So, what are all the applications? So, applications talking about real time applications, inductor capacitor resistance plays a major role in electricity field, whereas it is used in n number of components, n number of applications. Each and every devices consists of these three elements majorly. Battery, electric vehicles, talking about satellite applications, DC home appliances, majorly called as chargers, photovoltaic array, which is in solar cells, fuel cell stack, which is used in hybrid vehicles. So these are all the high gain DC connector converters. So lot of applications are there. We are using day to day life appliances which may consist of these three passive active elements. So summarizing part, which resistor, capacitor, inductance plays a major role in every components of electric components. So, which is highly important to avoid fluctuation in your devices and protect your electric appliances from over voltage, high voltage, and no voltage sources. So this is the UNSM animation and multimedia in physics. So these links helps to know about the clear explanation of these elements. Thank you.